if you've been paying attention to the news and you've been paying attention to Dogecoin, the thought might have entered your mind. Is the drama between the president and Elon going to impact the price of Doge? Well, Dogecoin has dropped 12% because of this drama. Came down to 17 cents. Now, I was in a short position on this coin. Took some beautiful profit. And it has bounced back up. And in this video, I want to share with you guys why, yet again, I have opened yet another position on this coin. With my stop loss set, it is currently in the red, but I've got my stop loss set. I want to talk about why I made this trade in this video. And I also want to talk about a theme that I've noticed where XRP and Dogecoin are popping up a lot in articles together. Not just one, but many articles consistently. And there's Pepe popping up. What does this mean? Is this significant? Something we need to discuss in this video about Dogecoin. A few things we need to discuss about Dogecoin in this video and why I'm in this position right now. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm not here to give financial advice, but I love talking about cryptocurrency. I like Dogecoin a lot. I'm quite bullish on it. Well, then why are you shorting it? Well, stick around and I'll talk to you about why I'm in a very short-term, short position on this coin and why easily at any moment I could flip and want to go long on it. I look for trading levels. We'll talk about why. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into it, guys. So I am in a quite high leverage position. It's a 30x short on Doge because I think we found a level of resistance after dropping significantly on this news, right? The feud between the president and Elon. Elon, of course, being one of the biggest advocates for Dogecoin out there, something we've talked about consistently on this channel. I looked at this thing come back up and potentially kind of hit the bottom of this 18.5 cent level. Here you go. Boom. Hit a little bit of a rejection up here and kind of trickled back down. And as this thing is kind of trying to come back up, maybe finding some resistance again, I think we could fall lower. Now, if you've been watching my videos on Dogecoin, I've been looking at a potential fall all the way down to maybe 15, 14 cents. This is something I've been looking at on some of the higher time frames, looking at like the weekly candle. You could see kind of this broader wedge and then this just trend line in the middle, this blue one where maybe we're going to get a wick or a bounce off of it. I don't know if we come back down to the 6 or 7 cent level. I don't even really want to talk about that. What I'm focused on in the short term is maybe a quick dip down to 15 cents. A beautiful little buying opportunity for the holders out there at 14 or 15 cents before we maybe resume back up to 42 cents, right? And if Dogecoin does go down to 15 cents, it zooms back up to 42 cents. That's a beautiful 3x, okay? That's incredible. That's the volatility that happens in crypto. That's why I'm trading so much because, you know, you could be waiting for the price to go to $10, right? And maybe one day Dogecoin does go to $10. I talked about $2 and $5 Dogecoin in the past. I believe that $2 is quite achievable, maybe even in this bull market for Dogecoin. But instead of just waiting for that to happen for 1,000 days, right, as we've been waiting for this bull, I mean, think about how long Dogecoin's been in this range, right? From there to here, this is 1,060 days. As a matter of fact, if we just take it, okay, where was Dogecoin a while ago? Here it was in 2021 in June. This is exactly where Dogecoin was in price. And it's been 1,500 days. While all this was happening, you could have been making money on Dogecoin by trading. That's the idea behind trading. And also, as you profit on trading, you can buy these dips. You can buy all these low points. And I think we got another little low dip coming for another buy opportunity. Again, I can't predict the future. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not financial, I can't give financial advice, but I look at these markets and I look for levels of support and levels of resistance. Clearly, a level of support coming up at about 15-ish cents, and then also to the high end at about 45 cents. If we break above 45 cents, we can start zooming to the dollar, to the $2 price for Doge, potentially. Knowing a Dogecoin ETF is coming, certainly quite bullish for the future of this asset. So why would I open up a short? Again, because potentially there is a little level of resistance coming up here at 18.6 cents. This is a very short trade, very short time frame. I have a stop loss set. I am prepared to limit the damage with a stop loss set $320 in the red as this trade goes into the profit. If it goes into the profit, I will scale this down and move my trade more into the profit, or at least to break even so that I can protect myself from the downside, as you should do. But is this feud between the president and Elon going to continue to move this market to the downside and Dogecoin specifically? The answer is maybe. Maybe. It's certainly uncertainty. I don't think that it's the end all be all. Elon Musk is he's not the president of Dogecoin. He's not the inventor of Dogecoin. He doesn't own majority of the Dogecoin. People own Dogecoin. There are some whales out there. I think Elon Musk is probably a Dogecoin whale, but it's not like he's coming out and saying, I'm going to dump all my Dogecoin. Elon Musk is still bullish on Dogecoin, and people in Dogecoin, I still think, like Elon Musk quite a bit. Maybe a little less with this news. I think there's a lot of pro-crypto people that might like the president, that don't like that Elon is fighting the president. But I actually do think that maybe Elon and the president are going to kind of sort things up, because I don't think that it's in either of their best interest to be battling each other. And so here's a thought. If all of a sudden we do see some news this next week, and that's very possible, where, hey, they hit it off again and they resolve their differences, Dogecoin could easily spike up. So in that case, maybe the short is a bad idea, right? Because maybe we do get a spike back up. But just looking at the technicals, the fundamentals, not worrying about the news that could break tomorrow or the next day, really hard to predict when that stuff's going to happen. I'm looking at the technical, fundamental, just looking at a level of resistance, saying, well, okay, maybe we're going to hit some resistance here, take advantage of a little bit of a move to the downside. You know what? And I'm just going to use this as an example too. So this thing is $20 in the red right now. I'm going to limit my downside. I'm going to bring it down even further. Now I've lessened the potential loss on this trade if it ends up in a loss, but I'm going to keep you guys posted. And then tomorrow I have another live stream where I'll update you on my trade, but we're going to see. I'm bullish on Doge for a few reasons, but this is a trend that I noticed with Dogecoin. When I look up things to talk about with Doge and I'm researching Dogecoin and crypto overall, so often lately, recently I have seen, when I search for Dogecoin and XRP popping up next to each other. Big announcement for Dogecoin and XRP recently. The Ethereum network base, the L2 solution for Ethereum base chain, they just allowed users to start trading Dogecoin and XRP on base. Why is that? They're extremely popular. When you look around on the internet, you're going to see XRP, Dogecoin, and Pepe. These are some of the most popular cryptocurrencies in existence right now. Bitcoin, obviously. Ethereum, obviously. Solana has been very hot, no doubt about it. But when you go and you're looking at Google search results and you're seeing what the most trending cryptocurrencies are, XRP, Dogecoin, and Pepe are some of the most trendy. It's a reason I'm quite bullish on Dogecoin, just at a very basic psychological understanding level. When people like things, that's important. People like Dogecoin. The all-time high for Dogecoin was almost actually to $1. Now, if Dogecoin's market cap went to the previous high that it was at in the past, it actually would only be at 59 cents. Why is that? Because Dogecoin is inflationary. That's not a super great thing for Dogecoin, that it is an inflationary token. But it's also not going to stop Dogecoin from making a big move in the future, in my opinion. Why do I say that? Because we've seen Dogecoin make big moves in the past. Because there is a Dogecoin ETF coming. Because Elon does love Dogecoin, and he is a significant person on planet Earth, maybe integrating Dogecoin payments to X. And I do think that the president and Elon drama will subside at some point. I notice how often people are talking about it. Coinbase notices how popular it is, so they added it to their base chain. There's a clear trend that suggests to me that in the long term, Dogecoin is going to see a lot higher prices. In the short term, I'm taking advantage of the volatility, trying to make some trades. Now, this trade right now, we're going to see. I've probably won 9 out of my last 12 trades, and you just got to win more than you lose. Now, trading's not for everybody, but if you do want to do some trading for yourself, you could sign up for Blowfin using the link in the comments down below. I'm showing you guys a little bit about how I go about it, and you got to do your own due diligence and figure out your own strategies. Do your own research, guys. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's not what this is about. What this is about is talking about cryptocurrency day in, day out, because we love crypto. We've made a lot of money in crypto. We love to try to figure out kind of what comes next in this space. And I think Black Sea and I both agree that cryptocurrency is certainly here to stay, but some of these crypto assets are going to grow quite a bit larger. Dogecoin having an ETF coming, certainly one of the top dogs, pun intended, in the space. That's all I got for you in this one, guys. I'm CryptoKip. This is a Crypto Report. Do me a favor, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. I got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Until next time, guys, peace.